Just remember, this is right, left, right, left, right, left, and right, left. Okay, guys, let's come back to the screen. So this was Kihon. So the Kihon feature is right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay. For oil version 1, everything is the same, except now this is right, left, right. Okay. So from here, we do Nukitsuke just with the right foot. 1, turn, 2, and Furikaburi, 3. So just 3 steps instead of 6. Okay, this is oil number 1. Oil 1. Okay, should we do it 3 times, guys? So Philippe, on the Kiriroshi, only move your right foot. Don't move your left knee. So it's right foot, left knee, right foot. Just this. Yeah. So, yep. Knee, and then just the right foot. Yes, like this. You don't have to move after them, no. So, good. Can you just watch Teo again, please? Teo, could you do it one more time, please?
Hi.
The same. Watch carefully. And now, hold it there. Hold it there. At this moment, okay, Teo, do you want to come back?
Yeah. Okay.
This was good. This was fine. Okay, so here, and then in this next moment, if, for example, if the left knee moves a bit, this is not a problem. It's not a problem. But there's a difference between, for example, this and, for example, this, where this is just moving because the hips are just moving forward slightly. Okay, so there's a difference between making a hyperextension step to pull yourself up, and there's between that and, for example, that. So if this knee moves, it's not a problem. but don't make it intentionally move by taking a large step with the right foot. Yeah, there isn't that much time. This is supposed to be 1, 2, 3. So there's no time to make a big step. Okay. Okay. Oil number 2. Oil number 2. This is exactly the same as oil number 1, except this is chest and then sune. So this is somewhere from the knee to the ankle, this region here. So sune means shin, this part here, but it also includes the knee as well. Anywhere from here to here is sune. But basically, the body doesn't really, the body doesn't really change that much. It's just this way. And then cut. Okay. So chest, shin, kirirashi. Footwork is exactly the same as oil number 1. Do this 3 times, guys. So good. Good, good again. Good. That's it. Okay, so there's now just one more version left, which is called kaiwaza. But the difference between oyo 2 and kaiwaza is such a huge difference. It's a really big difference. I think we should make oyo 2.5. Okay, so oyo 2.5 is learning to do this, not with the wrist, exactly with the shoulders. So the timing can be the same. We can still go, for example, 1, and then learning to use the upper body. So the kisaki goes forwards this way. Okay, so with the knee moving to the foot, we go from here to here. Okay, still cutting across the chest. Okay, and sorry, we should do side madoshi at the same time. So from here, from saibiki position, turn, and then turn in like this. So you're shoulder is at the center of your body, and you can crouch forward slightly. This isn't a problem. But basically, we should be using the turn of the shoulders to do this kaishigiri. This way, turn. When you do the kaishigiri, don't do this. Don't do this. Keep this distance between the ska and your forearm. So you can use a little bit of tenuichi, but don't finish this way. Finish like this. So the kensen is pointing about 45 degrees to the left, or maybe a bit more, but not round here. This should feel like you're going forwards and not sideways. Okay, so let's just try this first. Let's do this 3 times, using the shoulders to do this. That's it. Good, Philippe. That's it. Good. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, do you want to come back to the camera, guys? That's it. Yes. Actually, this difficult part, all 3 of you are doing this fine. But there's one thing that you might be doing, which you have to check, which is because you know that you're going to do this kind of sweep, it's really easy to start this kata. If I face towards the camera, it's really easy to start this kata by drawing this way to come across. But this must be the same as all the other Shinden katas. You should draw to the center and then just do Nikitsuke. Don't try to do an extra swing. This isn't supposed to be a swing to the side. This is supposed to be a cut forwards. So cut forwards and then cut forwards again. All of the feeling should be to go forwards, not to go sideways like this. Okay, the kaiwaza is what you've just done. It's just much smoother. So we need to do 1, 2, and right, left, all in one movement. I probably can't do this on this carpet, but I'll try. Like this, just one movement. See? Hang on, I'll try and go slower. Draw. 1, 2. Like this. One fluid movement. 1, 2. All in one movement. 1. 1. Okay, let's try this 3 times. So Goge, on your returning cut, try and use your shoulders a little bit more, and also try to tilt your upper body forward slightly. So from here, as you do this, just get your body like this a little bit more. Yeah. Last time, guys. So it might feel like the difference between the hardest version and the easier versions is speed. And don't worry about your posture. But this isn't actually the thing that's different. The secret to doing this quickly is, well, you need to check yourself. But everybody can do Nukitsuke. Everybody can do Nukitsuke. This is easy, isn't it? But if you do the second part with your arm, if you feel yourself doing this, then this is Kihon. This is Kihon. The difficulty is to do this without smashing your house up, is to draw, so if I can do this, is to draw, and then basically not use your arm to do the second draw, to go like this. You see, it takes a lot of training, but you've got to rely on your body, on your shoulders to do the second cut. So not just doing this. This is, anybody can do this, but doing this, using this part of your body to do this. This is what requires training. This is what you have to practice to make a difference between the Kihon, the Oyo, and the Kaiwaza. Kaiwaza is basically, in this form, is the ultimate objective. This is the perfect form. This is what Ishido Sensei demonstrates when he does this, but not by just swinging the arms, but by using the body in the second Ukitsuke. Okay, you don't have to do it perfectly today. Just think about this when you're training, when you're training Kasumi. This is what you have to work on. This action, yeah, and trying to lock. Basically, you need to lock your elbow in place from here, from this position. Your elbow now basically stays in the same position relative to your body, and it's your upper body that turns to do this. Not this. Yeah. That's a bit better. Yeah. Guys, just try it a few times. Just let's spend 2 minutes. Just try this. Just try this. Good, good. Okay. Just keep the sword high though. Keep it chest high. That's it. So good, that's better. Taya,
Hi.
you might find this easier to isolate the things that you need to keep still and those things you need to move by being careful to not let this drop down too low. Try and keep this kind of at chest height. You'll find it easier then to kind of get the sword to be stuck in this position and just do this. But when you cut low, the tendency is to kind of throw the hand down as well. Try and keep this
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, I might be bending as well
Your
from
body.
the upper body. Yeah.
You can bend forward slightly. This isn't too problematic, but
Okay.
yeah, you need to kind of isolate the parts of the body which are moving and those bits that need to stay locked still, really. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, let's move on to Sunegakoi, isn't it? Sunegakoi. So let's just isolate the difference between this and Toroi-soku. So Toroi-soku is basically the same as in your Shintai. We can go a bit lower, it's not a problem. But essentially this is draw to the front in a nukite grip. So like you're going to do nukitsuke, this way. And then as you reach the vital point, you can turn your hand like this, stand up and block. Okay. And then like we practiced before, knee comes down, sword comes up at the same time. 1, and then cut. Okay, so this is Toroi-soku from Shinden. The main difference between Sunegakoi and Toroi-soku, well, there's a few differences really. Height, timing, and the target that the enemy is aiming for. So let's start with number 3. In Toroi-soku and in your Shintai, they're only aiming for this part of your body, from the knee to the ankle, any part here. So we basically need to defend a sword that's coming in this high. If we can defend against this, then we can defend against this. This is easy. This is even easier to defend against this. But we should think about somebody cutting like this. For Sunegakoi, I know it says Sunegakoi, which means to enclose the shin, but basically the enemy is cutting anywhere from shoulder to the floor, somewhere from here to here. So we need to guard this entire range. The height is so that when you come to this position, now my foot is standing, the body should now remain at the same height. So from here, we need to keep at the same height. Okay, and then forwards and cut. Okay. Whew. That's that in itself is quite hard work. Now the problem of the first point, which is timing. Basically, your left foot needs to go 1, 2, like this. So this is. Let's see if I can do it. Like this. Okay, you don't have to practice this fast, but the objective is back, forwards. This is what we have to aim for. Now, actually, there's a fourth significant difference, which is the action of the sword. Because you're now blocking this entire area, you don't have to do this kind of beating action here. This doesn't have to be like this to beat. Now, the enemy is much closer. We basically are guarding, so the sword is going to be flatter when you do the deflection, when you do the guard, it's this way. Okay. So if you look from the side, this would be Toroi-soku here, but for Sunegakoi, this is like this. Okay, this means I can guard any position this way. Is that okay, guys? Any questions? The trick.
So,
okay,
is it so is it like closer to? Sorry, is it higher? Is the right hand higher in this than in relation to your waist?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And the kisaki therefore is going to be, or the sword angle is going to be shallower. Yeah, it's not going to be like 45 degrees. It's going to be like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The trick to doing this is preparation. By preparation, this means where you put your body weight in relation to your feet. So with Toroi-soku and in your shintai, your balance is fairly even between your right foot and your left foot. For example, for Toroi-soku, you come up, and then as we're going back, now it's 50-50 or half and half. Okay, but for Sunegakoi, we're not moving our body back so much. So we need to put more weight onto the front foot. So from this position, even now when I'm in Tatahisa, I'm starting to feel like I'm putting my weight onto my right foot so that I can basically keep the weight on this right foot throughout. And all the left foot is going to do is kick back and then kick forwards again. Yeah. Okay, should we give it a try? Let's try 3 times first, guys. Good. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Okay. At the beginning, don't grip like this. Do a Nukitsuke grip first. Yeah. And Philly, on the block, move your right hand a little bit higher. Right hand a bit higher, just a little bit. A bit lower. There, that's it, there. Yes. Okay. So can you come to the camera? I mean, basically, when we do Toroi-soku, we're hitting the opponent's sword with this part of our sword. But in Sunegakoi, we're using this part anywhere from, for example, the center to here is being used. So the kisaki needs to be low, but you should imagine that you're using this part, this part of the sword to do the block. So here is fine, here is fine. Obviously, this is not good. This is not good. This is fine. but try to feel you're using this part to do this. Is that okay? Okay, guys, do you want to come back to the camera? Okay, good. I mean, basically, this form is just hard work, right?
Yeah, it is hard work.
Yeah, it's not technically that hard, but I think the last time we were there, when you were there as well, Taya, the bit that Yokomizu-san was having problems with was getting the left foot back far enough, because it's fairly easy. So when I say fairly easy, I don't mean easy at all, really. I mean easier to kind of move the left foot back, for example, just this much, and then bring this forwards. This is easy. Anybody can do this. But what Sensei was saying to him was that the left foot has to go back this much.
Yep.
Yeah, and then be able to bring this forwards as well. Yeah, yep. That's really the physical challenge, is bringing this back far enough. Keeping your height is important, but also making this kind of step is also important. Anyway, last form we're going to do, guys, is we're going to jump over Shihogiri and do Tozume first. I want to come back to Shihogiri at another session. So, Philippe, your video of this was quite good, but there's some basic parts of it I just want to explain. So, as you did, this is supposed to be a vertical Nukitsuke. Let me do it this way, actually. This way.
The Kihon?
Yeah, exactly, the Kihon, yeah. So the way to develop this is you basically need to start with a bigger room to do this in. Let's try here. And without any lights above your head, is to draw to here with the sword above your head. And then the way to practice this is simply to do this. Just cut, 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 and then lunge forwards like this. Cut forwards. But the distance between my foot and my knee is the same as Nukitsuke. It's not like this, but just this way. And then at the end of the Nukitsuke, or actually this is Nukiuchi really, most of my weight is on my right foot. So my body weight is above my right heel. Okay. And the upper body can lean forwards a little bit. Like this. This way. Okay. And then the rest of the form was good. From here, stand up and Kiriyoshi down again. Okay, should we try this, guys, 3 times? Sorry, guys, can you come back to the camera again? Sorry. Philippe, come back a second. From here, as we come up, turn this left foot so that your feet are straight at this moment. Yeah, don't leave this here, but move it to here. Okay. Sorry, just that point. be difficult to see. Let's see what I can do. Looking from above. Yeah, that's visible, isn't it? That's you. Okay. Can you see this at all?
Barely.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that green. Hang on. Let me close the blinds a second. I would do a PowerPoint presentation if I had time. Still down slightly. Isn't it? That's one door. So it goes to there. There's the other door. Sliding doors. And then there's somebody waiting for you here. And there's a guy here who's going to open the door. So this guy's looking this way. This guy's going this way. Okay. This is the idea. It's just an idea. It's not literally the situation you're in. This guy is going to open the door. So you are going to attack this direction and then this direction. Okay. Now, the meaning of Tozume means to be stopped at the door. So what this means is that you have to make a significant distance in this first attack. This is important, that you don't just do this on the spot. So for example, if I imagine there's the door in front of me. Okay, this must mean, you see where this paper is here? This is where the first opponent is. Now, if I come to a door, I don't sit this close to it, go dong dong dong. When they open it, you do this. You sit some distance away, so when they open it, you're not right there. But at the moment, I can't reach this paper. Even actually, if I come up and cut, I can't reach. So I have to on our Shinden Kihon, I need to make this much distance. Okay. So the point I want to make is your met scare and your intention is not to cut down, but to cut forwards. So you have to look forwards and your focus should be forwards here, not just down here. Okay, so you need to feel like you're moving through a distance to get there, to get them. Okay, in the Kaiwaza, we do something different. Of course, we move the right foot forwards and move ourselves this much forwards. This is the Kaiwaza though. In the Kihon, we need to really feel like we're reaching a long distance to get them. Is that okay?
Right.
Okay, let's try 3 more times with that feeling.
For the Kihon.
Yes, please.
Right.
Clever. Good. But Philippe, Furikaburi here. The first thing you have to do is draw up and this way. Not from here, not this way, but up, cut. Yes, that's it. Okay, good. Excellent, well done. Good, Gogi. Good. Cut, good. Okay, good, Philippe. Nice. Okay, good. So as this is Okuden, then basically we need to try to find out ways to make our kata as fast as we can. Now, so Philippe, just one more detail is this. For example, after here, it's gonna be difficult in this room. After here, I can keep really low, and this is quite slow. Or I can stand up completely and cut, and this is also quite slow. So somewhere between the low and the high is the perfect speed. But what you don't have to do, what you shouldn't do, is try to keep yourself as low as possible. That's not the objective. The objective is to go quickly from here to here. Now, if your weight is over your right leg, if your body weight is over your right leg, it should be quite easy to go up and down, like this. So you have to find the perfect height for you to get really quickly from here to here, but not by keeping just low, not by going too high, but finding the ideal height for you. Yeah. So for example, Taya and Gerge, can you do it one more time, please? Just do your natural style. Watch Taya and Gerge. You'll see that they both stand up slightly different amounts. So Taya, can you go first? So watch Taya first. Okay, and then Gerge. Okay, so Gerge comes up a little bit more, but this is fine. It's whatever the fastest is for you. Yeah. You have to find your own perfect height. Okay, last thing we'll do is we'll do the kaiwaza of this form. I think everybody can do this fairly easily, can't you? So this time we are moving from here. This time we're taking a step and moving in, so we finish here. Don't sink, but don't drop down. This is fine like this. But the bit which is difficult is trusting yourself to make this a 45-degree cut. Okay, it must be 45 degrees. that wasn't 45 degrees either. 45 degrees. So don't do this. It's not Soetazuki. It's not Marotizuki. This is supposed to be cutting across somebody, just like Yukizure. This is 45 degrees. And when we finish, the Kisaki should be up. Not this much, but not down, but here. So 45-degree cut this way, coming across yourself. Okay, let's try 3 times. Move your knee as well, Goge. So. Okay, guys, after 3 times, can you come to the camera? Don't worry, Tay, you did this okay.
Okay.
As good as my artwork, huh? It's not very easy to see.
Can't see a thing.
No, I thought so. Hang on.
It's okay.
No, it's all right.
Ah, now I can see something.
Yeah, it's the red is the problem.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Guys, if we're doing, for example, quite a fat person, sorry. Doing Soetazuki, then basically this cut, this is Soetazuki. This comes to here, okay? So your Tsukagashira should be aimed here, okay? But we're supposed to be doing Muso Shinden, which means cutting to here, this way. So your Tsukagashira needs to be here. This is quite close to the center for most of you when you do Soetazuki. And then basically, Goge and Philippe, you're taking the same position for Tozume as well, but aim your Tsukagashira here. So this is much closer to your center line, your original center line, and then cut much more this way. It's not a cut down, it's a diagonal cut. Yeah, and then when you finish, your right hand should be here. This is where your right, this is now where your Tsukagashira should be. But Goge and Philippe, you're finishing here. So this is really steep, but this needs to be much more diagonal. Yeah. So you shouldn't, for example, come to the screen a second, guys. Let me just show you a geometric problem, or geometric solution, I should say. From here, if I want to get the sword above my head, I have to rise up, otherwise the kojiri hits the floor, don't I? I can't, from this point here, I'm stuck. It doesn't go higher than this. But if I do a diagonal cut, then I can do this easily from here without the kojiri hitting the floor. This is the feeling you should have with Tozume. is to only draw this much to this height, not this much. This is enough. And then cut this way, not this way, but, sorry, this way. Okay, so it's not up and down, it's sideways and sideways, like this. Okay, let's give it a try. 3 more times. That's better. Like this go, okay? Good tail. So, good. Just move your knee a bit more, Philly. Philly, move your knee a bit more to your right foot. Yes, like this. That's it, exactly. Yes. Oh, this is fine, just smoothly. So, that's it. Good, nice tail. Oh, good. That's better. Much better. Okay, try drawing the sword a little bit more while you're still sitting down. Try drawing the sword a little bit more while you're still sitting down. See? Easy, isn't it? Hmm. Okay, guys, come back to the camera again. So when I was originally taught this form, as well as Kasumi and not so much Sunegakoi, but yeah, certainly Kasumi and Tozume, I was taught to do this originally to learn how to get the right knack, to get the right skills for this. I was taught to draw almost so that only the kisaki's left. And then from here, come up and cut this way. Okay? Same for Kasumi as well. We were taught to do draw, go, like this. Now, this is a really good practice for Tozume, because if you start to draw in this direction, in a 45-degree direction, you are going to end up going up and down for the kaiwaza. But if you draw to the center, then you won't. You'll find that you can then get this exactly in the right place to do a diagonal cut. So I would recommend, to get yourself into modern times, but still have some use of this, is to draw maybe half the sword on the center, towards the center. Okay, and then from here, then come up, and then it's easy to do the diagonal cut. Okay. Let's try this, just 3 times, and then we finish. Oh. last time. Okay. Philippe, just so I'm clear, now you don't have to draw so much, but maybe half, maybe this much, maybe 20 centimeters on the center, and then start to move. Yeah, it was just the original way I was taught years and years and years ago, was to do it, to draw like nearly all of it before I move. But nowadays you can start to move earlier, but just the first 20 or 30 centimeters you should draw without coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's finish there, guys. お疲れ様でした.
お疲れ様でした。はい、ありがとうございました。
I've recorded this, so I'll send it to you afterwards, so you can use it as notes if you want to. And I'll send you photographs of my beautiful drawings.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys. See you soon. See you soon, Philippe. I'll be in contact about the next session.
Thank you, Sensei.
Okay. Have a good weekend. Ciao, ciao.
You, bye bye.